Welcome to the St. Louis Rams pregame show presented by VistaPhone. Top phones for low prices. Now here's your host, Justin Prince.
Thank you very much and welcome to today's pregame show. I'm Justin Prince. So far, the St. Louis Rams are 2-2 through 4 weeks of regular season play. Last week, they were defeated by the Arizona Cardinals, mainly because of a terrible performance from quarterback Nick Foles, who had 5 interceptions in the loss. Today, the Rams take on the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field, but first, let's bite into our Burger Shot 3-game bullets. First off, the Rams need to put pressure on Aaron Rodgers. Rams head coach Jeff Fisher says although it will be a challenge to do so with Green Bay's good offensive line, he thinks his team will be up to the challenge. The Rams have been creating pressure all season on teams as they're in the top 10 for a majority of the league's defensive categories. Fisher says if the Rams want to win, they'll have to make sure he isn't a factor in today's game. The Rodgers is coming into this game with 1,105 passing yards with 12 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Second, Nick Foles needs to get back into his usual form. He's already thrown 10 interceptions this season, which is the same amount he had last year. Fisher says he and his team have been working with Foles to make sure he forgets about his bad performance in Glendale. He also says he thinks Foles will bounce back with a good game today. And third, the Rams need to avoid Clay Matthews at all costs. Matthews is the Packers' most dominant defensive player so far, as he leads the team in both tackles and interceptions. In fact, he's the only player with an interception with 2 picks so far. If the Rams want to win this game, Nick Foles and Todd Gurley have to avoid him at all costs, no matter what, or else this is going to be a long day. As well, a couple last notes to mention. The New York Jets have given Muhammad Wilkerson a 6-year, $96 million contract. As well, the New England Patriots have given Dante Hightower a 6-year, $53.9 million extension. And the Cincinnati Bengals have traded quarterback A.J. McCarron, to the Cleveland Browns for a 3rd-round draft pick. It's time to head up to the broadcast booth as we're all set to go for today's game on EATV. We'll be right back with Week 5 action between your Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Welcome everyone to historic Lambeau Field for today's Week 5 matchup between the 2-2 St. Louis Rams and the 2-2 Green Bay Packers. Good afternoon, I'm Justin Prince and welcome to Green Bay, Wisconsin, which is freezing cold but sunny today at 57 degrees. It's a very windy day as well, with 11-mile-per-hour winds going towards the northwest, which should make the kicking game a big difficulty. Both teams want to win this one, that's for sure. Meanwhile, Nick Foles is coming into this one off a 5-interception performance. As his Rams are kicking things off, Johnny Hekker is the one booting the ball, while returning it for the Green Bay Packers will be Randall Cobb, the star wide receiver, as he has 132 yards returning so far. His average starting line is at the 22 as Week 5 is underway. And Hekker boots this one to about the 10-yard line thanks to the wind, as Cobb's going to go across the 30, and he's down at the 36 after the tackle by Davis. And the wind is very bad here today. That's a 25-yard return as Green Bay will start in good position for this guy, Aaron Rodgers. He has 1,105 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions with a QBR rating of 97.7. He'll start off here in the shotgun for this first play of the game as Eddie Lacy's to his right. Here's the snap, backing up to pass, and he'll find Richard Rodgers for the catch, and he's going to break a few tackles, and he's brought down at the 43. That's a gain of about 20 yards, and already Green Bay's in St. Louis territory. 1st and 10 after the pass by Rodgers to Rodgers. That's going to be a very interesting thing today. See if he plays a big role as Rodgers chucks it up to Jordy Nelson, and it's dropped. And that means it's time to see your offensive starters on that incomplete pass. TJ Lane's the man to watch on the offensive line, while your wide receivers watch both Nelson and Randall Cobb today. Randall Cobb's coming into this one with 298 yards receiving. Jordy Nelson was 190. As here we go on 3rd and 4. Rodgers setting up in the shotgun as he backs up to pass. Throws this one up the middle, and it's almost picked off by Ronnie McLeod Jr. And that should have been intercepted, and that should end off the Green Bay Packers' drive. 4th and 4 here, and it looks like they brought out Mason Crosby for the very difficult field goal. As this one's up, and this one's somehow in. And Green Bay's going to go on the board here with that field goal. It's 3-0 Packers. And now taking the field is the St. Louis Rams offense. Nick Foles leads them as he has 1,098 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions today. QBR rating horrific, 54.9. As he'll start off here in the offset I formation, changes the play a bit, and he'll hand it off to Todd Gurley, and here comes the blitz by Clay Matthews. And B.J. Raji and them were there too. That's a loss of 4. 3rd and 7 after the 7-yard completion by Foles. They need to get a first down here as here we go. Foles backing up to pass. Wide open catch to Kenny Brennan. That's going to be a first down. And already 2 for 2 for Foles with 16 yards. That's the second straight reception by Britt as well. 2nd and 3 now as they'll set up again in the offset I. And they'll toss this one to Todd Gurley. Gurley's going to rush his way forward, and he's down for a gain of a few yards. That's going to be a pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd and 1 on the next play as here comes your Rams offense. Robinson, Sofield, Jones, Reynolds, and so forth. Man to watch, definitely Jared Cook. Jared Cook's coming into this one with 378 receiving yards. 3rd and 1 here on the offset I once again. As here's the snap, Todd Gurley's going to get the handoff, and here comes the blitz. And everybody was there on that left side. This Packers defense is difficult to play against, and the Rams will have to punt. 2nd and 6 now after the 4-yard rush by Lacy, as Rodgers will set up in the shotgun. Looking to get a big play here as he backs up the pass. Pressure coming a bit. He backs up a bit and finds a wide open man in Devontae Adams. I believe that was Adams, and yes, I think it was. In fact, it is. 2nd and 7 now at the 38-yard line. Rodgers continuing to have a good day so far to start off, as Eddie Lacy will rush this one. He breaks a few tackles, and he's got a first down. Already 4 rushes for 28 yards. He's coming into this one with 244 on the season. 3rd and inches now. The Packers are going on a drive here, as it's going to be a twin tight end set. Setting up in the I formation as Corliss is on the motion. Lacy's going to get the snap, and he's going to push his way forward for another first down. That was the tackle there by McLeod Jr. It's a 1st and 10 in the red zone. And with the Packers in the red zone, they're going to start off in the shotgun. They need to get a big play here, as Rodgers wants to have a good start. As Lacy's going to get stuffed in the backfield, and that is James Laurinaitis with the tackle, a loss of 2, as there's that Rams pressure. 3rd and 13 after the 1-yard loss in the last play, as now they'll set up in a very confusing play set. In the shotgun, Rodgers backing up the pass on this one. Blitz coming, he throws it away. And that's going to make it now 4 for 10 to start off for 45 yards. And after 1 quarter of play, the Rams will have the ball when we come back, as the score in this one is 6-0 Packers here at Lambeau Field. We'll be right back here on EA TV. And welcome back to Lambeau Field for today's matchup between the St. Louis Rams and the Green Bay Packers. The Rams will start things off by handing it off to Todd Gurley for the first down on 3rd and 1. And Gurley's already got 7 carries, but only 18 yards because of his defense. 3rd and 10 now as the Rams will set up in the shotgun. Trey Mason has the back, as Foles will back up, wait in the pocket, and it's going to be bobbled, and it's picked up by Clinton Dix with the interception. Yeah. Correction, that is Burnett with the interception, as that is going to be Packers ball. And 3rd and 2 now. The Packers, of course, trying to get a first down here after the interception by Burnett, I should say. As here's the snap. Lacy gets the ball wide open up the middle. He'll break a few tackles, and he's going to go down to the 19. And the Packers are starting on fire on offense to start off today. 1st and 10 as Starks is in at running back. Rodgers in the shotgun here, as the play clock's winding down. Here's the snap, handoff to Starks. And this is going to go forward into the end zone, touchdown! And that is going to make it the first touchdown of the game for the Packers. Pending the extra point, that'll be now 13 unanswered points, as it's 13-0 Green Bay. And now 1st and 10 now as the Rams set up in the offset I formation. This has been a rough game for the offense so far. They haven't found the end zone yet. As Foles, wide open catch to Brian Cook. And that's going to make it now the third completion of the day. Foles, of course, already one interception. 3rd and 10, another third down for the Rams. This is a must convert for them if they want to stay in range in this game. As here's the snap. Foles backing up the pass, pressure coming. He'll back up and find Jared Cook. And Cook, their leading wide receiver / tight end for yards, has the first down at the 43. And 3rd and 12, another third down on this drive. They have to start getting more first downs. As Foles backs up, waits in the pocket, throws it to the side, and that's to Trey Mason. But it's short of a first down. It's 4th and 7 at the 40. And they'll set up for a field goal. Question is, can they make it? As this is going to be kicked up, and that's good. And somehow they make it like Mason Crosby did before earlier in this one. It's 13-3, Packers. 2nd and 2 now as the Packers will set up in the shotgun. Eddie Lacy to Rodgers' right as he hands it off to Lacy. And Aaron Donald pokes it loose, picked up by Laurinaitis, and it's going to be Rams ball. Just like that, it's down to the 41. A bad turnover for the Packers. And that is going to be now one takeaway per side in this one. 1st and 10 now after the turnover by the Packers. Aaron Donald was very good on that play, poking it loose as Foles backs up the pass here. He'll find a wide open man in Kenny Britt, and he pushes his way forward to the 25. And already 70 yards passing. That needs to be higher, though, if they want to score here. 3rd and 6, another third down in this game for the Rams. As Foles will back up to pass, throwing it up the middle to a wide open Stepman Bailey, and that's going to be 1st and goal at the 3. Another good play and catch by Stepman Bailey on this drive. Another third down here at the 3-yard line as they set up in the I formation. Foles backing up the pass on this one. He'll find Harkey, and Harkey's in the end zone for a touchdown. And the fullback has another touchdown this season, and that's going to bring them within 4. Pending the extra point, it will be 13-10. But today, the fans are going crazy for the Rams here at Lambeau Field. And with the Rams within a few points here, you have to wonder, what will Green Bay do here on 2nd and 9 with 2 minutes to go? Will they run the clock down or pass? They're going to pass. Here comes the blitz. And that is going to be a sack by Eugene Sims. Coming in on the rotation, he gets the sack. 3rd and 17 here. As now after that sack by Sims, they're going to probably bring the pressure again. Instead, it's going to go to Lacy. And yes, that pressure is there. But that's going to be short of a first down. The Rams will get the ball here within 2 minutes to go. 28 seconds to go here as the Rams are down here around midfield. They need a big-time play on this one. Foles changing up the play a bit. As here's the snap, backing up the pass. Wide open to Jared Cook, and he's off to the races, down to the 24, 25 I should say, as that is another catch by Cook. And 2nd and 9, 16 seconds to go in this first half. Right now the Rams are playing good now in the second quarter. As Foles will throw this one to Brian Quick, and they're inside the 10, down at the 11 I should say. Timeout called by the Rams. And after the field goal, it's halftime here in Green Bay. The score 13-13, as this has been a wild one so far. Jeff Fisher must be proud of his offense so far. Despite the one turnover, they are playing very good. So is Green Bay's offense. As the passing yards, 133 for the Rams. Rodgers with just 48 yards passing, but the running game has kept Green Bay in it and in the lead for most of the game so far. As they'll end off your halftime report, we'll be right back. And welcome back to Green Bay, Wisconsin for the start of the second half between the St. Louis Rams and the Green Bay Packers. As Foles will start things off with a read option, and that catches the defense off guard, as that's going to be a 10-yard rush from Foles. It'll be 2nd and inches. And 2nd and inches now as they'll set up in the I formation. One tight end set with Jerry Cook. As Gurley's going to get this ball once again, and he'll push his way forward for a 7-yard gain. He's had 14 rushes so far for 29 yards. He's struggling today. First and 10 now as Foles will set up in the shotgun here. All alone, looking for a big play, that's for sure, as he backs up the pass here. Lots of time, and he finds Trey Mason just barely getting it off in time as the offensive lineman let go. It's first and 10 at the 47. And third and 9 at the 49 as they set up in the shotgun. Center of the field, the crowd is going crazy as Foles in the pocket is picked off by Clay Matthews. And Matthews will have his third interception of the season. And just like that, Green Bay has the ball with Eddie Lacy running onto the field with a good game so far of 47 yards rushing. First and 10 now after the turnover to Clay Matthews. The Packers setting up at the 49 as they hand it off to Lacy. And Lacy will break a few tackles. Still standing, and he does the splits as he's brought down for a gain of 9 yards. Just like that. And it's third and 1 as they set up in the shotgun again. Rodgers has struggled a lot today. He needs to complete more passes as he backs up the pass here. And he's going to find a catch, and yes, that is going to be a first down. I can't tell who that is. Yes, it is. It is Randall Cobb. Another third down. The defense has caused a lot of third downs. Problem is, the Green Bay's converted a lot of third downs today. They can't have that happen if they want to win this one. As Rodgers backs up, lots of time. Barely gets it off, and it's incomplete going to Rodgers. And it's going to be 4th and 10. This should lead to a field goal right here. And now another third down for Green Bay here. The Rams have been struggling in offense, so has Green Bay as they're up by 3 here. As Rodgers will back up the pass. He finds an air completion to Randall Cobb on a play they ran earlier, and that's going to be down at the 38-yard line. And 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass in the last play by Rodgers. He'll set up in the shotgun once again as Rodgers in at tight end as he backs up the pass. Lots of time. He finds Eddie Lacy. He sheds one tackle. A second misses, and a third's going to bring him down at the 10. And that's going to be first and goal for the Packers. Down to 2:55 to go. The Rams allowed a field goal, I should say, on their last drive. As now Foles will back up to pass and lob this one up to no man's land. And that is Clinton Dix with the interception. And that's going to be down at the 46. Packers having their third turnover takeaway in this game. 3rd and 3 now as the Packers set up. Rodgers will back up the pass as this is completed into first and goal territory to Randall Cobb. And now first and goal, the Packers dominating this second half here as they'll set up in the shotgun, starts the running back as Rodgers, lots of time, lobs it up to the end zone, is picked up by Tremaine Johnson. And Johnson with his first interception of the day. And now end of your third quarter. The Rams will have the ball at the 20-yard line when we're back. Score here, 19-13 Packers. We'll be right back. Today's been a wild matchup as we start off our fourth quarter here. As now Foles will set up in the shotgun to start things off. He's going to back up the pass, and he finds Gurley on the screen to start off the quarter. And that's going to be a gain of 9 yards. It has been a rough one for Foles. 3 interceptions today. And now 2nd and 1 as they rush up to the line. Can they score on this drive is the question. As Foles will find Gurley for the second straight pass. And that's going to be an air completion for about 8 or 9 yards. They'll be 1st and 10 with 14 minutes to go. 2nd and 6 here as Trey Mason's the back on this one. Offset I formation. They'll change up the play. As Foles backs up, lots of time, almost picked off, but Jerry Cook comes up with it. And a video game spin move gets him down inside the 20. He breaks a few tackles and he's down at the 12. Wow, what a great play there by Jared Cook. And 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard rush by Gurley. Can they continue to score? That's the question. It has been a pattern in this game as Foles will scramble his way to the right. And that's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. And the Rams have their first touchdown of the game. Second, I should say. And they have a chance to take the lead. And after the touchdown by the Rams, it's 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. Can the Rams defense stop them here is the question. As this is going to be play action. Rodgers going to find Randall Cobb, and that's going to be a 1st and 10. Brought down by Tremaine Johnson there on the nice catch. And 1st and 10 again. Eddie Lacy in as the back, as right now it looks like they're having a cover 2 or cover 3 defense here. As here we go in our play action for Rodgers, and our wide open catch to Rodgers. And this Rodgers to Rodgers connections continuing to heat up. And now 1st and 10, this time down at the 40. And after the completion on the last play, it's 1st and 10 as Rodgers will set things up. He's alone in the shotgun here. Looks like it might be in our cover 2. As here's the pass. This is going to go to Jordy Nelson. No, that is Janice, the tight end, I should say. That's going to be a 10-yard completion. And Rodgers is heating up in this 4th quarter. And 2nd and 10 right here as they set up in the offset I formation. Con in at fullback. This has been a good quarter so far for Rodgers as he's going to pass again. This one's towards the sideline, and what a catch! Randall Cobb with the catch, and Rodgers is up to 200 yards passing. 3rd and 8 right here inside the 10 as the Rams need a big-time stop here. As Rodgers backing up. Lots of time. He'll find the cornerless for the catch. And that's down at the 1-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and goal situation. And 3rd and goal as the last 2 rushes have not gone in them to the end zone. It's a twin tight end set on this one. Can they get in is the question. As here's the snap. Lacy, lots of time and space as he runs it into the end zone for a touchdown. He'll do a bit of a dance as he puts his Packers up by 5. And they're going for 2 on this one. Question is, can they get in the end zone? Rodgers will set up in the shotgun as he'll back up to pass on this one. Barely any time, and he finds Cobb, and it's going to be a 7-point lead. And Rodgers heating up as well as Lacy in this 4th. 4:13 to go. Can they tie things up? That's the question. As Foles, fake pump fake on the play action, and he goes it right. It's straight to Clay Matthews on that one. And Clay Matthews with his 2nd interception of the game. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Packers. And 3rd and 7. This drive coming, of course, from a turnover to Clay Matthews for the Rams. As Rodgers lobs it up, and that's Devontae Adams from Fresno State to the end zone. Touchdown. And that is going to make it now a 2-touchdown lead pending the extra point. And 2nd and 10 as this Rams offense is imploding here in this 4th quarter with 2:30 to go. Foles throwing this one, another bounce and another interception by Matthews. And Matthews now with his team-leading 5th interception of the day, of the season I should say, as here's your look at Rodgers. 2 minutes to go here in this game, and the St. Louis Rams are basically out of this one as they're down by 3 scores as Jared Cook will catch this one and push his way to the 50-yard line. Can they run to the end zone here for some more points just to lift up some confidence in this one? That's the question. As Cook's in the shotgun, Foles backing up as he's going to get an air catch, and that's going to be a gain of 2 yards. Right now, it looks like the Rams are just trying to get some extra points here. There's no way they're going to win this one no matter what they do. As Foles will set up under center as he backs up the pass. He'll lob this one up. Stepman Bailey with the catch. And Stepman Bailey's down at the 14. As the no huddle continues on this one, they'll set up again under the center. As Foles will back up once again. Lots of time. Running forward, and he's going to slide down to the 5. No, the 6-yard line. Correction there. As they've got about 71 yards maybe on this drive already. Maybe about 60, I should say. As Foles changes the play, he'll back up the pass to the end zone. Touchdown. And that's going to be caught by Kenny Britt. And that's going to be a meaningless touchdown here. And that's going to end things off here in Green Bay. The final score in this one is going to be 37-28 Green Bay Packers. It was a dominant game for Aaron Rodgers and a bad game for Nick Foles, who now leads the league in interceptions with 15. As now let's take a look at your scoring summary before we end things off. 18-15 in the 4th quarter. A crazy 4th quarter, but the Rams couldn't do much at all. They'll end things off here at Lambeau Field. Thank you for watching today's broadcast here on EATV. Have a good day, everyone. Up next, it's NFL Quick Highlights.